Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Forspoken, a game with a bad name, but is fun nonetheless. All right, so we are about to head up to a new area of civilization? Question mark? Because apparently there's no living people anymore. At least none that we've encountered yet. I mean, we barely dipped our toes into this world, so we don't really know what's happening, but that seems to be the lay of the land, is a lot of death. Yep, cutscene.
Oh, whoa, hey! Hey! Over here!
Oh, there are
Oh,
people.
we're saved.
I take it back. Unless those are... I was going to say, unless they're monsters
Huh?
disguised as people. And
The
then...
hell?
Move, monster!
Hey, the fuck you calling monster?
The monster speaks!
Yeah, of course I speak. Put your pointy stick away, asshole.
Move!
Alright, moving. Where are we now?
This is the city of Sipol.
Why are they speaking
Sepul.
It's my experience that languages share commonalities across many dimensions.
English? Okay, any answer works for me, I guess.
It works for me.
Keep moving, fiend!
Of course. Back in court.
Hey,
Let me go! Easy.
Settle. Settle. Who are you, child?
Who are you?
I would humble thyself and answer their questions.
I got this. I'm used to repping thyself.
I don't think you comprehend the gravity of your situation.
I gotten myself out of much tougher scrapes than this, thank you very much. So why don't you shut your shiny mouth and let me do the talking?
Look at her. She speaks with invisible beings. Is she in cahoots with demons?
What?
Oh,
No.
God.
And who uses cahoots?
I would like to hear the answer to Councilwoman Billet's question, child.
My name is Frey Holland. I do not know how I got here. I am exhausted. I am starving, and all I want is to go home.
Her vestments are strange. Where is she from?
Hell's Kitchen.
You see? She is hell's spawn. How else could she survive in the corruption?
Please, how did you emerge from the corruption of Junoon unscathed?
I wouldn't exactly say unscathed.
It is because she and the corruption are one and the same. We must execute her immediately!
Wait, what? No, that's crazy. I don't even know how I got here.
Please, listen to me. I believe we need her.
Who wishes to address the council?
Forgive me, I am Auden Keen.
the Council of Crazy Hats. Hello, Auden Keen.
All this woman is guilty of is surviving the corrupted lands. We have much to learn from her. Until now, we've only met her with blades. Perhaps we could extend her a hand of kindness.
The devil will accept your kindness, as it bites your hand, spreading its venomous corruption into your veins. We must deal with this interloper swiftly. Councilwoman Billet, please!
Both Auden King and Councilman Janesh have made very compelling arguments. Council is divided. Therefore, there shall be no blood spilled today. But heed my warning, child. If you prove a threat, we will have no choice but to eliminate you. Take her to the Tower of Binoy.
Please, Councilwoman Billet, your ruling is too harsh.
Council is adjourned.
She has done nothing wrong.
Wait, what, Tower of Benoy? What's the Tower of Benoy?
I believe it's a prison.
Please!
What? Oh, hell no! I'm not getting locked up again! Let me go! Let me go! Don't touch me, asshole! Oh.
No!
Well, someone's gonna have to break us out of prison. Down the rabbit hole completed. Chapter. The next chapter is up a creek without a paddle. I mean, it's not literally that. I'm just making it up. Save your progress? Sure.
Get up. Get up.
I don't wanna. I'm taking a nap.
Get up.
Get up and
Get
look
up.
at the
Get up. Get up.
crappy room that you're in.
I am imprisoned, a million miles from home, in a Ren Fair nightmare. Just let me die in peace.
If you die, I'm just a meaningless bauble that they bury you with.
And I am fine with that. Just leave me alone. You know what? None of this is my fault. This is all your
And
fucking
tell me
fault.
how exactly this is my fault.
Can we just not talk?
Fine. Fine by me. Suit yourself. I'd love a bit of silence.
Fantastic.
Yeah, not much in here.
You say another fucking word.
Jailbreak. Good song.
You know, I never
Alright.
thought I'd miss the Hell's Kitchen courthouse.
Alright, there's nothing to see in here. Oh, well, yes there is.
I doubt you'll be squeezing your way to freedom through there.
No shit.
And then there's the locked door. It's locked,
Shit. Of
Frey.
course it's locked. Damn
I mean,
it. This is
what would
going
you
nowhere.
expect? You just kicked your
Did
shit
that piss
bucket.
bucket do something to annoy you?
No. You know what? You did. Because of you, I'm not getting back to
Newark?
New York. How hard is that to remember?
Maybe as hard to remember as Vambrace? If memory serves me right, you weren't exactly in the best of spirits when our paths first crossed. I'm not sure why you're so determined to return.
You know what? I'm just gonna use magic to bust us out of here.
It isn't advisable to use your abilities in front of them.
Why not? They already think I'm in cahoots with demons.
But they will hang you for being a heretic.
What, like a Salem situation?
Do you expect me to know what that means?
Look, we did it your way, and now we're gonna try it my way. Did I just do that?
Quick, put this on.
The answer
Who's
is
there?
no, you did not.
I will free you, but you have to put it on and do as I say.
It's obviously that Arden woman.
Okay, it's on. You. You're the one who stood up for me in court. Why are you doing this?
Because I believe you. But we must hurry.
She's still
Just
wearing
past the
clothes
windows.
that don't blend in.
I prepared a tincture of slumber baked into a pastry.
Looks can really be deceiving.
Let's go before they wake.
Wait. Where are we going? What's your angle?
Angle.
She did defend you in court, and right now she seems to be your only option.
Fair point. All right, wherever we're going, there's got to be food.
Well, this is serendipitous.
You're telling me.
Did you say something?
What? No. Please, after you.
Chapter 3, The Interloper.
You sure
we're
this is a good idea? I mean, aren't you gonna get yourself in trouble?
Don't worry about me. Besides, I couldn't just stand idly by while they treated you so unfairly.
Yeah, like I said, we're still wearing our regular
Are those
clothes.
people running the trial?
You mean the Council of Sepul? They're the leaders of our city. They settle all our disputes.
Judge and jury all rolled into one, huh? Efficient.
Well, they did say tower.
As you can see, our land suffers. Everything that corruption touches...
It breaks. Yeah. I saw it up close. It's real fucked up in there. Not pleasant.
Indeed. Athia's all but lost.
Where did the break shit come from?
I'll tell you soon enough. We must keep moving.
Alright. The name Frey... I'm totally not saying that right. The name Frey devised for the corrupting miasma that blankets most of Athia. Nobody knows where it came from or why it suddenly appeared. What is clear is that it is no mere weather phenomenon. It creeps insidiously along the ground, breaking everything it touches. Some of the changes it brings about are easy to see, while others are invisible to the naked eye. Okay, Sabal. The meeting place of the committee that oversees the day-to-day running of Sepal. Important public hearings and other meetings are held here, and as Frey discovered firsthand, it also occasionally serves as a courtroom. While the business of the council is usually conducted behind closed doors, the chambers are open to all comers when a trial is being held, attracting spectators from both the upper and lower city. Auden's hood. The hood Auden gave Frey to wear when she broke her out of the Tower of Benoy. In a city as... Oh, it is Benoy. I thought it was Benai for a second. In a city as small as Sepal, any unfamiliar face would stand out as suspicious. Hence the need for such a precaution. But while it's helpful, it certainly isn't comfortable. Cloth isn't easy to come by in Sepal, and the scraps it was made from are very rough indeed. Alright, chapter 1. Chapter 2, Stuck. Did I read this one? I don't know. Mere days before Christmas, Frey finds herself in court facing a charge of grand larceny. Luckily for her, Judge Maya Bird decides to give her one last chance and grants her a conditional release. Her relief is short-lived, however. She is cornered on the way home by a very gang that ordered her to perform the crime she was arrested for. She manages to escape their clutches and find her way home, but they eventually track her down. That night, they set fire to the building where she lives, and Frey loses everything she owns. Utterly defeated, she makes her way to the Holland Tunnel, the place where she was abandoned nearly 21 years before. But just as she's about to give in to despair, a glint of light catches her eye. It's a bracelet, and a valuable-looking one at that. Chapter 2. The moment Frey picks up the bracelet, she finds herself transported to another world, Athia. And as if that weren't surprising enough, the bracelet turns out to be capable of speech. She's barely had time to adjust to what's happening before finding herself attacked by a dragon. And with the aid of Cuff, her new wrist-bound companion, she manages to make her escape. She eventually arrives at the city of Sepal, where she's promptly taken into custody and escorted to yet another courtroom. The fearful locals initially seem perilously close to ordering her execution, but are convinced to show mercy by a young woman named Arden Keen, and decide to lock her up in the Tower of Benoy instead. Okay, I don't think there's anything else that's... Yeah, that's all A land lost. Okay, before I jump out of this, I need to find a different position to be sitting in, because I don't know what I did, but my lower back, I pulled a muscle or something, and it's been really, really bothering me. So I can't stay comfortable for very long. All right, let's jump out of here.
So where are we going exactly?
We should make our way to the lower city.
The lower city. Got it. What
I
were
will
you even doing at the courtroom?
No one has arrived from outside the city for many years. Everyone in town wants to know who you are.
The price of notoriety, I guess.
I was gonna say something about Frey, though.
What you called the break shit.
Let's just go with the break.
After the break occurred, people fled their villages. Sepul is the last bastion.
Damn.
All right. I was gonna say she's not very likable.
I would advise staying off the main thoroughfares. Less chance of being spotted.
You know, we should stay off the main thoroughfares. Less chance of being spotted.
You're right.
Like, I don't hate her or anything like that, but like her attitude and sarcasm, it's definitely grating, and you can see why, you know, she rubs people the wrong way. But she's not a character that is
nice
particularly
digs.
endearing.
Fancy houses.
This is where the nobility live.
Ah, yes, the Upper East Side.
Technically, we're in the north of the city.
East Side.
Fan out! She can't have got far!
It appears they've noticed that you're missing. Head for the shadows and keep moving.
Stick to the shadows.
Great idea.
Why can't you be more like her? She likes all my ideas.
Stick to the shadows. We go to the least shadowy area first. Okay. I can't do anything. These guards suck.
You're safe now.
Thanks.
We are close to where I live. Come, I have food.
Bit of a half-hearted thank you, I must say.
Nobody does anything nice without wanting something in return. I have trust issues.
Do you trust me?
What you and I have is an unholy alliance at best. I couldn't get rid of you even if I wanted to.
She did just risk her own life to get you out of jail.
Point taken. Plus, she promised me food.
And don't you want to know what she wants? It's quite the mystery.
More interested in the food at the moment.
We can speak freely here. I am Odin Keen, daughter of Robian and Callista Keen.
Oh.
Well, I'm Frey Holland, daughter of who the F knows.
I don't know how to respond.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm over it.
Pardon me.
Liar.
My father was a notable cognoscent.
Cognizant?
Oh, what?
Cognoscent.
You say tomato, I say tomato. Tomato, tomato.
You are very strange, Frey. Cognoscents are Athia's most highly respected scholars. And my mother was a general.
Oof, that is a lot to live up to. Wait, was?
I've been on my own almost my whole life.
I know what that's like. I don't have any parents. I had some foster ones, but they never really stuck.
So you must feel the same way.
That we got royally screwed?
That we must help others.
Tomato, tomato.
This is my home.
You live in a bar?
Above.
I like you more and more.
What happened to the hood?
So about that food? You had this on you the whole time?
I needed you to follow me. Frey Holland, daughter of who the F knows.
Just Frey's fine and well played. Well, thanks for the jailbreak lady and the apple, but this is where we part ways.
Please wait. I need your help to save my homeland.
Mystery solved.
That's not happening.
The circle of bending light, the rushing sound. That's what brought you here, yes? You want to go back home, don't you? I may be able to help you.
I'll give you to the bottom of a drink. Nice. Looks like one of those medieval-themed bars. Hey!
Sorry, I didn't see you.
Give it back. Come on.
Nice try, kid.
Second rule of pickpocketing, never give back what you stole.
It's the first rule.
Don't get caught.
What is it anyway?
Something that ain't worth crap here.
Well, if it isn't worth anything, why can't I have it?
Nice try, Munchkin. Now scram!
A pint of your finest ale, my good sir.
Here, some slop.
Oh, hell of a kick. You guys do not mess around. All right, let's hear it. This isn't gonna last long.
My father researched the phenomenon known as the Tirana extensively.
Tirana?
The tunnel of light you traveled through? I believe his work holds the answers you need. I could give you his findings. And
here it comes.
In return, I want you to find his research notes on the break. They are...
In the break, right?
It does not seem to have any effect on you.
So they say.
Many have tried to find what's outside the city, but they don't get far before...
Before what?
You are
Before
the
they
only hope we
die.
have. You're special.
Okay, you obviously don't know me. I want proof.
Follow me and I'll show you. And thank you.
I haven't said yes.
So, before I read this, I do have to say that I have to agree with some of the criticisms that I've heard about the game. You guys already heard me in the last episode kind of complain about the voice acting not being top level, which isn't, it's not like game breaking or it doesn't ruin anything for me. It just, something I noticed. When you're coming off a game like God of War, like a AAA top tier game, you're going to notice when you're playing a game that doesn't live up to the same standards. But also, one of the big criticisms that I'd seen was how this is a next gen game. It's built with all the ray tracing and graphic capacity. It's got areas where it looks absolutely beautiful, but then there's a lot that looks like it's like subpar for last gen in terms of like the lip syncing or some of the graphical stuff. And I've noticed like there's been quite a lot of pop in. Like we'll start a scene and I'm watching like boxes just appear because they weren't loaded in already. A moment ago where she was supposed to be lowering the hood off of her head, like she was going through the hand motions of lowering the hood, but the hood wasn't even there anymore. It literally just disappeared into the ether. So I'm noticing little things like that, which are unfortunate. They're, again, it doesn't ruin the experience for me. Just little things that I've noticed, and I could see validity in people's, criticisms, but, it is what it is. All right, so let's read these two things real quick. The Shady Tree, a tavern run by a barman who really knows his booze. Being the only recreational establishment left in Sepal, the Shady Tree has become an irreplaceable part of the townspeople's lives. Auden offers the occasional bit of help behind the bar in exchange for the use of a room upstairs. Its surprisingly stately appearance can be attributed to the fact that the building was used as a school in the days before the break. When refugees began arriving in the city, Robian converted it into a temporary shelter, and it quickly became a popular gathering place, which gave the current proprietor the inspiration to turn it into an inn. All right. The Tower of Benoy. The building in which Sepal's criminals and wrongdoers are imprisoned. It was originally built as a watchtower and still offers far-reaching views across Athia. Sadly, that means seeing how close the break has come to the city, which means there are very few visitors these days, except prisoners and their guards. I don't think I've... Yeah.
Do you believe her?
I suppose anything is possible. Some chance is better than no chance.
I do not want to go back into that hellscape.
Come on, it'll be fine. I'll be with you after all.
Not comforted.
Hey, look, it's a guard who clearly doesn't care that we're here. But I guess again, we're wearing weird clothes for their world and no one's noticing it. Oh, well, I just walked into your house and didn't even realize it. Look around the room. Alright, I'm looking around the room, but clearly there's only one thing it wants me to look at.
Is this then? Your folks?
Yes. It was painted when we were at one of the Cognoscence guilds. Father was one of the Cognoscence of Janoon. He had the foresight to move his work to Praenos just before the guild in Janoon fell to the break.
So your dad's notes are in Praenost?
Yes. He brought me here to keep me safe from the break. But it wasn't long before he went back to finish his work. That was 20 years ago. I never saw him again. And the break eventually overtook everything outside the city.
So he might be alive, he's just not close anymore. He's stuck in another land. Well, not another land, another city.
Could you tell me about him?
He was a brilliant man, beloved by many. He was close to finding a way of slowing down the break, maybe even reversing it. People put their faith in him, believed that he would make the world how it used to be. I'm trying my hardest to continue his work, to keep hope alive. Here, these are his notes on the Tirana.
Yeah, this looks familiar.
You can have this after you help me.
Quid pro quo. I get it.
He kept his notes on the break and read journals like this one. I need you to find them and bring them back.
Okay, so I go and get the journals, bring them back, and then we're square. That's the full extent of my savioring.
I will do everything in my power to help you get home. You have my word.
Cross your heart and hope to die?
You wish me dead?
No, the phrase we have on our... Forget it.
I shall pretend those words were never uttered.
Good. Okay, I'm in. Why not? It's not like I've got any better options.
Oh, this is good news. You're truly helping the people of Athia.
Not why I'm doing it, but yeah, sure.
If you're planning on heading into the break, you'll need to get some rest.
I'll go in the morning. You got anywhere I can crash?
Crash?
Crash. Sleep.
Oh, of course. Follow me.
Do you have any non-conspicuous clothes that we can put on? That is going to be a sticking point for me, by the way. Well, then we had another thing to look at. Auden Keen, a young woman who rescued Frey from the Tower of Benoy and gave her a place to stay, despite the fact that, or possibly even because, her father was a cognizant and her mother a general. She cares little about the social standing of others and is equally kind and sincere to all. She's open-minded and doesn't succumb easily to petty prejudices. She's also a gifted herbalist and medical practitioner. She can often be found nursing Sepal's sick and wounded. She's good people.
You can use this room whenever you like, and I'll prepare a change of clothes for you.
Thank you.
You're a lifesaver.
Change of clothes. That's what we're talking about. Alright, first of all, this healing. Yep. Alright. Now let's take a nap.
Fucking day. Still can't tell if any of this is real.
And yet it is. Now rest. You have another big day tomorrow.
Jailbreak completed. So I haven't added to my magic abilities, but it wasn't letting me before, so... Well, that's quite the change of clothes. I mean, we blend in better. Although our pants and shoes are still weird looking for the people of this world. Anyway, Game systems. Gear. Gear describes a range of items that Frey can equip in order to improve her skills, stats, and abilities. You can change what you currently have equipped in the Gear section of the main menu. Be sure to check what effects any gear you get your hands on might have. It could make all the difference. Hooded Cloak. An everyday cloak worn by citizens of Sepal. Doesn't have any extra effects, but it's sturdy and hard wearing.
Now you look like one of us. But your shoes betray you.
These have gotten me out of a lot of scrapes. Where I go, they go. The kicks stay.
So it shall be. Here, you'll also need this. It's a map of Athia. It should aid you on your journey. Here, I've marked the Cognitions Guild.
Perfect.
I'll tell you what, though, I wouldn't be wanting to be running around with, like, my ankles and lower legs exposed the way that they are. Now, when you're going to be out in the wilderness and whatnot, with all kinds of God knows what out there. All right, so the map of Athia, given to Frey by Auden. This detailed map depicts all 4 of Athia's realms, Janoon, Praenost, Avalet, and Visoria. And in the very center sits Sepal. Before the coming of the break, people traveled freely throughout these lands, but those days are over now, and no one knows what has become of the places this map depicts. I guess we're going to find out. Frey's journey. Her father's findings. Alright, well, it won't let me. I'm in a cutscene, apparently. Alright, now. Okay, now it's going to let me learn stuff. Alright. Tendril sends an ivy whip snaking out around you that deals damage over the surrounding area and heals based on how much damage it does. Ooh. Well, we are going to take that. I mean, I have a feeling it was going to make us take that next anyway, but still. All right, so we have 8 mana remaining. That costs 76. That costs 24. So we can't afford anything else. Okay, that's fine. And that is the support magic. All right, hooded cloak and a necklace. I don't have a necklace, but hooded cloak. So whatever cloak we're wearing seems to have like 3 slots so we can add to it or put stuff in. Obviously, we don't have anything like that. Our magical prowess. We have purple magic. All right. All right, let's get out of here.
Thank you again. Tanta's blessings.
You too, whatever that means.
I don't think it's difficult to figure out what that means. All right, the Cognitions are a group of elite scholars originally founded in Visoria and tasked with collecting and collating all of Athia's knowledge so that it might be put to use in service of the people. Though originally based in a relatively humble underground facility beneath their homeland, their operations quickly expanded, and the great towers, or guilds, for which they are known today, soon sprang up across the land. At the height of the organization's power, there were as many as 30 guilds and 300 scholars in total. They were revered as benevolent and knowledgeable savants, a reputation which also earned this exclusive. An ordinary cloak that wouldn't look out of place draped around the shoulders of your average Athian. Despite clearly being stitched together from spare bits of fabric, its surprisingly sturdy construction provides pretty good protection from the elements, and even the occasional attack. Auden gave it to Frey in the hope that its grungy appearance would help her blend in with the locals. Well, 'Twas a good idea. Journey's beginning. A modern-day New Yorker who suddenly finds herself transported to another world, desperate to get home to her beloved cat Homer. Wait, isn't this... Oh, no, it's different. She sets out on the search for a way to return. For reasons unknown, she is now able to use magic, and unlike the locals, is seemingly unaffected by the corruption that ravages the land. She also has a new companion, Cuff, a smart-talking sentient bracelet. Okay. Bye. Sepal.
Maybe you should grab an apple.
An apple a day.
Will keep Frey's hunger at bay.
Such a poet.
And he knows it. All right, well, we stole an apple. Sepal, the last bastion of humanity in a world ravaged by the break. Sepal was founded as an independent territory beyond the jurisdiction of any single one of Athia's realms. As its primary purpose was to act as a neutral place for the four Tantas to meet, it was very quiet for most of the year, with no more than a few hundred residents. However, as the break continued to spread and increasing numbers of people fled their homes in terror, the city soon found itself overrun with tens of thousands of refugees. Today, Sepal is divided into the upper and lower cities. While the rations the council provides are distributed evenly between both districts, the discrepancy between the two in terms of quality of life is hard to ignore. And incidentally, the game is making me look at the archive here. Like, there are a lot of times it's just automatically popping this up. I'm not choosing to go directly to this menu. But I'm going to read it when it does that, so... Just so, you know, if you're watching and you're wondering, like, why does he keep going in and reading all this stuff? Well, it's doing it by itself. So, Sepal, while you're in Sepal, you can explore a variety of side events involving the various townspeople. You'll know these characters by the markers above their heads. As the story progresses, certain sub-events may become unavailable, so be sure to walk up and press triangle to say hello while you have the chance.
So, how do we get to this Cognoscence's guild place?
If I'm reading the peasant girl's map correctly, we'll need to leave the city by the south gate.
All right, let's get going then.
But, again, we're going to talk to everyone that we possibly can. Hello!
What's this?
It's a Partha from Janoon.
So they're like Athian dice?
They're made of animal bones. You roll one, and if it lands on one of the little things, you're in for a lucky day.
Wow, sounds fun.
Oh, that's all it is. No one takes it too seriously. Go on.
Roll the bones. Go on, Frey, roll the bones. Partha, how to play. Partha are dice-like objects made from animal bones. Rolling them is said to be able to bring good luck. Give it a try. If it lands on a symbol of some kind, you'll earn a temporary battle boost. Neat. Ah. Spear ×2. Temporarily...
Guess it's my lucky day.
Well, did something. Ah, I suddenly feel extremely magically adept. Alright, cool. Hello, friend.
You're guild-bound, I hear.
Guess you hear a lot of things.
That I do. There's not a lot happens in this town I don't come to know of eventually.
Huh.
No idea if he can be trusted, but we might as well see what he can tell us, wouldn't you say?
He doesn't have a name. His name is Tavern Keeper.
The cognoscents used to study things we mere mortals couldn't hope to understand. Old Treaty used to say that one of their books was worth more than 100 loaves of bread.
That's all I get from the guy who knows everything?
I told you, it's town I know about. And that place wasn't inside the city walls last time I checked.
Come on, it was better than nothing. Poor chap.
Alright. What about Auden?
Auden's a bit earnest, but she's got her head screwed on, and you won't find a kinder soul in Sir Paul. Granted, there are those who think she sometimes sticks her nose in where it doesn't belong.
You can add me to that list, that's for certain.
But Dad, Robian, he was well respected enough that everybody knows her heart must be in the right place. Used to be a very good customer of mine, that one.
Alright, let's have the finest drink in the house. I don't know how we're going to pay for it, but...
Don't you think you've had enough for one lifetime?
Now that's what I'm talking about. Some complex flavors going on here.
Connoisseur, are we?
Alright, come on. Don't hold out on me. What's the secret ingredient?
Hey, I can't tell you that. It's more than my job's worth.
Alright, bye.
Well, suit yourself. Auden's putting a lot of faith in you, you know.
I didn't ask her to.
Oh, charming. Well, be seeing you again soon. This is the only pub in town, after all.
Ha ha! Hee 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 ho ho ho. Well, we got experience points for it. So I hope that part of our journey here is actually character building, not just in terms of...
Come again?
You like that place, don't you?
Do I? I guess the vibe in there is acceptable.
Oh, to be young and a familiar face at the local drinking hole.
Yeah. Sucks being you.
Why do we have a random tassel hanging off of our cloak? What I was saying though is I hope that we have more of like a redeeming character arc where it's like she's very like I said before, she's very grating on the nerves. Like her attitude is pretty shitty, and I mean that's how she's supposed to be, like rough around the edges and whatnot. And obviously,
Feels a little more, I don't know, cheerful in the lower city.
When food is short and one's days are numbered, every moment is a gift, I suppose.
So they're happy because they can't afford to be sad. That's fucking depressing.
but anyway, I hope that like the game ends up, telling the story of her mentality changing, her outlook on life, and just her general demeanor and attitude getting better. Because, like I said, right now she's not very likable. Hello, random people. Hello.
Hang on. Who the heck are you? You're not the one they're saying came from outside the city, are you? Well, just don't go causing any mischief, you hear?
Okay.
What would you be like if you'd grown up here?
My guess is even more fucking miserable than I am already.
How delightfully upbeat of you.
Hello. Goodbye. She also doesn't have much of a New Yorker's accent. Just saying. Yeah, for someone who grew up on the streets.
Greetings.
Please don't do anything to draw attention to yourself. Can we just get on and find this guild?
I'm supposed to be talking to people.
Fair maiden, a moment, if you please.
Oh, hello, lute player.
Pray, lend me your ears. I have a fine song to play you.
All right, Wally.
Very well. Then allow me to regale you with the ballad of the enormously clever person of Sipal.
Okay.
Really the best title he could come up with.
Well, did it speak to your soul? Did the doleful melody conjure images of the encroaching miasma, the unearthly cries of its foul denizens? The unlucky inhabitants of this fair city, myself among them, cursed, never again to venture beyond its walls.
Again? Have you ever been out there?
But of course. What manner of minstrel would I be, did I not go wandering over hill and dale? In my dreams, of course.
You, Bard! Escaped criminals roam the streets, and still you do not cease your racket. There is a crisis afoot.
Oh, chill out, Milia.
Forgive me, but there is always a crisis afoot.
Well, you may have a point there, but nonetheless...
She's a guard, Frey. We need to get out of here, now.
I, guess I'll be on my way then.
Wait. You're...
So sorry to see you go, fair maiden, but go you must. And quickly.
That was a little too close for comfort.
Aha.
Hey, thanks to the fop. Dream wanderings indeed.
Yeah, and that song. What the hell even was that?
I don't know. We didn't really hear a song, did we? All right. Let's find out about these people here. Milia Christie. Or Kisty. Chisty? Kiesty? I don't know. Kisty. A junior guard officer who keeps watch over the gate that connects Upper and Lower Sepal. Millie is most often to be found at her post, but does get sent on the occasional errand by Councilwoman Dax. She's extremely straight-laced and serious, to the point where she has to be careful not to let others take advantage of her. She's sometimes seen with Wallace, a bard in the lower city, but his frivolous personality, the polar opposite to her own, can occasionally get on her nerves. All right, and then we got Wallace Sungeet, a cheerful bard who performs his music in the lower city square, seemingly without a care in the world. Having boasted to Frey that a bard must roam the land to seek his inspiration, he quickly added that in his case, these adventures happen only in his dreams. He appears to be acquainted with Milia the guard, although she doesn't seem to be a fan of his frivolous attitude. Tavern Keeper, the Shady Tree's steadfast proprietor. He takes an uncommon pride in his work and aims to create an environment where his customers can comfortably enjoy their drinks. Not that you'd guess it from his demeanor. He's a man of few words who hardly ever talks about himself. In fact, no one in Sepal even knows his real name. The locals love the ale he serves and gulps it down by the barrowful. I'm not going to try to whatever. So that's actually kind of funny that he really doesn't have a name. All right. Partha. A dice-like object with symbols on some of its faces. Partha was originally used by the people of Junoon for everyday fortune-telling, such as divining the best hunting spot, and also for more speculative questions, such as whether one might become rich or not. The custom eventually spread all over Athia, and Partha can still be seen in common use today. Indeed. All right. So, was there nowhere else to... Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of forced me... Greetings, indeed. All right, hold on. I got a couple of... All right, that's where I am right now. Detours. What's up there, children?
Hey, are you the girl I heard about? The one who came from outside the city? What's it like out there? Come on, tell me. I want to know. Oh, wait. My mum says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Okay, then. Bye. Alright, we're all eating our porridge.
All was as they decreed it should be. The climate, the landscape, the means by which their people lived.
It's Mr. Cool Hat.
Wait! Where are you going, children? You're...
It's him, from the council.
It's Trahade
No, wait.
Duganer.
I won't call the guards. I promise. Violence solves nothing, surely you know that. Knowledge is the answer. It nourishes, sustains.
He does have the look of a man who knows his onions. Shall we see if we can get anything useful out of him?
Might as well. Hey, old guy. About this knowledge of yours?
What about the cognition skills?
Why would you ask such a question? Wait. You've been talking to Auden, haven't you?
Yeah.
Honestly, that child. I suppose it was only to be expected that she would inherit Robian's sense of justice and Callista's dauntless spirit.
You know her?
But of course, I too am a cognizant, just like her father. He and I are old friends. The guilds were once great centers of learning. They hold many powerful secrets.
Alright, tell me about Athia.
You wish to know the history of our land? Why, this is just what I was trying to teach those ungrateful children before they deserted me. Where to begin? You know, at least, that there are 4 Tantas who watch over Athia. They each establish realms, molded in their own image, over which they ruled as they saw fit. All was as they decreed it should be. The climate, the landscape, the means by which their people lived.
Yeah, that'll do. Thanks.
It's no wonder the children ran for the hills.
I didn't get any information out of him. It's too risky. Shut him up.
No, wait! I said I would not call the guards, and I meant it. I wish to know more of you, that I might make an informed judgment of your character. My fellow council members' wariness of you is to be understood. Billet remains faithful to Tanta Prague, and Dax to Tanta Sila.
So that's why they're all so damnably set in their ways.
But my memories of my own ruler, Tanta Olas, are vague. I know not why exactly. What would she have made of your appearance in our land, I wonder? The answer to that question escapes me.
Okay. Bye. See you.
I am a man of my word. I will not call the guard. But
Thank
suppose
you.
it's a bigger city that you will escape detection forever. Promise me, at least, that you will make your escape with the minimum of violence.
Okay, I'll try. Bye. Hi, guys.
They really took the whole medieval thing and ran with it here, huh?
If you say so.
Yeah, except when it came to you. I mean, come on, can you V and thou it up a little bit?
Alright. I just don't want to miss any potential side quests and important people and whatnot, so I want to try to explore thoroughly. Hi, people. Bye, people.
It's like somebody made an entire city out of back alleys.
Which makes them front alleys now, I suppose.
Looks like the gate is closed.
I expect they're on high alert after our daring escape last night.
That's right. No one can tell that we're not from here. Now that we've dolled up our hair and put on a cloak, no one notices. Except everybody that we've run into are like, oh, you're the girl from outside of town, huh? Alright, so we're going to go to this...
Oh, greetings.
Sorry about this one. He's not the bravest. It's not often we see an unfamiliar face. Where did you spring from?
Ah! Ah!
Sorry about this one.
No, he's just going to say the same thing? Alright.
We see an unfamiliar face. Where did you spring from?
Alright, but that's good to know that, you know, we can... If we talk to random people and we click that again, they're just going to repeat the same dialogue. Although that's kind of annoying. Why would it even give you an option to speak to them again unless they said something, you didn't hear what they said, and you want them to repeat it? Alright, nothing stashed away.
A pond. Kinda quaint, you know?
I suppose, if you consider the drudgery of laundry and floor scrubbing to be...
Kitty cat! Hello, kitty cat!
I'm so glad they have cats in Athia, too. Let's see.
Chase those cats. Chase after the cat and try not to lose sight of it. Okay. Chasing the calico cat. Chasing the calico cat. Why would it be worth chasing it down? Like, what exactly gives Cuff the impression that chasing the cat would be worth doing? Like, it's a silly venture that we're on right now.
Wow, that is a ton of junk right there.
I suppose there's nowhere else to put it all if they can't leave town. What's that?
Wait, it stopped.
Oh, it led us to a stuff. A poppet? It led us to a poppet! Once a common sight in Athia, these wooden dolls are now quite the rarity. Generations of Athians grew up with poppets for playthings, and they were once as plentiful as they were indicative of their makers' diverse backgrounds and personalities. Now, however, there is no one to make them, which has driven their value up considerably. Okay, so it's valuable. Does that mean we sell these? Or we collect them, trade them in, and stuff? Oh, I actually can rotate. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Puppets are precious hand-carved wooden dolls. There may be someone out there willing to trade them for other goods. Okay.
Aw, is this for me?
Pet the kitty! Pet the kitty. Let us pet the kitty. Pet the kitty. Yay.
Bert, you're cute.
Thank you. It would have been very lame if we were not allowed to pet the kitty cat. Okay, so we already learned about the Alright. Trihi Dugner. Visori is a representative on the Council of Sepal, appointed by Olas herself. Trihi is extremely knowledgeable about Athia's flora and fauna, and once assisted Olas in her own research. He has always been a thoughtful man, unwilling to form opinions on things until he has given them due consideration, a habit he still practices in his duties as a council person. He and Robian are both cognizants and have been good friends for many a year. Alright. Okay, we already pet you, kitty. And we like petting the kitty cat, but we don't want to get fleas. Alright, let me look at the map. Is there anything else that we want to check out and explore? What is that? An event. Well, we don't want to miss out on an event.
People here aren't very adventurous when it comes to clothes, are they?
Guess there isn't a whole lot of choice.
Unless you're a member of the council, it seems. Talk about rubbing it in.
Good day.
Hello.
Oi, you!
Huh?
Oi.
You talking to me?
Upseater.
He's got puppets.
What's that you got there, eh?
What, this? I just found it lying around the town.
Let me swap you something for it. I'll do you a good deal, I promise.
It's the trader. If you find enough of the puppet dolls hidden around Sepal, you'll be able to swap them with the trader for some unique items.
Well, show me the goods.
Okay. Here's my goods. Bappity boopity boppity bop. Alright, so a lump of rare valuable metal that can be used as a crafting material. Cloak that sometimes restores health when critical hits are inflicted on enemies. Well, I think we're already taking that, since the cloak we have right now doesn't do anything at all. Bumbershoot, an incredibly rare mushroom that's prized as a premium crafting material. Straneth, a cloak that reduces the duration of negative status effects. Alright. So I hope that, for instance, this nugget and the bumbershoot, unless these poppets are all over the place, and, you know, we're getting tons of them, which is unlikely, I hope that, for instance, the bumbershoot and the nugget are only used for crafting one particular item. You know what I mean? So, like, whatever, like the nuggets, like we're going to make a knife or something, and it's only the one specific golden knife, and you need that nugget to make that one particular knife, or whatever the hell it is. But we are definitely going to take this cloak, which I'm sure is the game setting you up to go and buy something for the first time, and they want you to get this. Alright, trade successful. Now at Palarine, a cloak worn by very important individuals. Inflicting critical hits on foes can restore health to the wearer. Well, we like that. All right, and
Thank you very much. And here. Do come again.
Okay, what did you give us? All right, so let's look at our gear. Cloak. All right. Only 3 things at once. All right, so critical hits can restore health. So can I sell this? Or do we just improve on the cloaks we have, which I doubt because we have one other cloak that's available if we get, I think it was like 5. Health went way up, defense went up a little bit. All right, very cool though.
Yeah, lightweight, easy to move in. I like this cloak.
All right.
Nice design. Suits you.
Well, show me the goods.
Show me the goods, all right. Yep. All right, so I can't sell anything.
All right. Another time, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. Let's look at the map again. The other thing is, Frey is not really thinking about the fact that she doesn't speak with an accent like these people. And that maybe she should consider faking it, at least. All right, let's leave. Hello.
Tell me this is all some kind of bad dream.
I can try to wake you up with a short, sharp blow to the face, if you like.
Yeah, you could try, if you're in the market for a dent or 3.
I don't think you can dent him. He seems pretty undentable. Alright. Once again, there's nothing really hidden. Well, ooh, my word.
Damn it. I mean... Well, that was a short trip. How the hell did you get out of this dump anyway?
I know a way.
Aha.
You been following me, kid?
No, but I know how to help you.
Really?
I know everything around here.
Mm-hmm. And what's that gonna cost me?
An apple, maybe?
So you have been following me? Sure. You seem hungry.
It's Olivia Liette.
Follow me.
All right, child.
Not really.
It's Olivia. And you're Frey. Everyone's been talking about you.
I guess I'm kind of famous around here.
Does famous mean hunted by the gods?
Yes.
I call it finders keepers.
Damn. Did you steal all this stuff?
Not all of it.
You're growing on me, kid.
Sometimes people have no idea what they're throwing away. I often make new things out of this stuff. Here, if you get hurt, this will help you heal.
All right, nice. You'll have to give me the recipe.
Of course. Let me teach you how. Try it.
Oh. Crafting. Olivia has given you some balm flax. Use a crafting bench to turn it into a healing draught. Okay. You can refine and combine the various resources you find in the field to improve your cloaks and necklaces and create various useful items. You'll need to find a crafting bench, but when you do, you'll be able to stock up on healing draughts and improve your gear. Okay, cool. Healing draught can now be crafted and upgraded. Ooh, I like the whole upgraded part. Increase the medicine pouch capacity. Can now be crafted and upgraded. Alright. Increase materials pouch capacity. Can now be crafted and upgraded. Okay, cool. Critical hits can now restore health, and that could be crafted and upgraded. Well, that's already part of my current cloak, so I don't need that. Alright. I can't make any more of these. That's fine. I don't have enough nuggets. Okay, so there we go. 1 nugget will allow us to increase our medicine pouch capacity. So I'm going to assume that we can purchase numerous nuggets. And a feather. Okay. You can use crafting to improve your equipment. Look around the dump and see if you can find crafting materials. Oh, okay. That's why it wouldn't let me...
People really do throw a lot of stuff away, huh?
Yes, a lot of useless rubbish.
It's not useless if you can...
Wait, this might come in handy.
Craggrass. Greenstone. Ah, found crafting materials. Alright, cool. Is that it? Those are the only things over here? Alright, there's a person over there to talk to. Alright. What are we going to improve? Poison damage is halved. Can now be crafted and upgraded. Improved resistance to reductions in defense can now be crafted and upgraded. Critical hits can boost attack. Can now be crafted and upgraded. Killer blows use less stamina. Health plus 5%. Defense plus 5%. Purple magic plus 2%. Well, this is the one that we're wearing, so... Another skill is required in order to perform this upgrade. Increased health, defense, or purple magic. Ah, killer blows. Okay. Critical hits boost attack. Poison damage is halved. For resistance to reductions in defense. I can't do that one. Oh, that's because I already have that. Alright. Well, how about critical hits can boost attack? And can't do that one because I don't have any more crag grass. Killer blows use less stamina. Extra health, extra defense. Let's add some extra defense. Yeah, I don't know why I would want to put on this the old hooded cloak. Unless we got some really, really significant upgrades that we could throw on there. Alright, you can find all kinds of crafting material out there. Uh-huh.
Hey, Shorty. I got you something.
That thing you said isn't worth crap.
No, not my cell phone, and thanks for not swiping that again.
I don't steal from friends.
Friends. Cool. Well, as your friend, I got you this.
Wow! What is that? Are you a taunter?
It's a pen light, and no, I'm not a taunter. What's the deal with those guys anyway?
They were the strongest and most powerful women in Athia. They all had gifts. But in the past, they used them to help protect the land. And one day, they will again. They'll come and save us.
Listen, kid. From personal experience, you gotta look out for yourself. People only really get saved in fairy tales.
You just depressed a girl.
You'll see.
All right, well, I got a split. You said you knew the best way out of this place?
Well, if you climb over that wall there, that should help you get to where you want to be.
Cool. Thanks. I'll, see you when I see you.
I'll keep the city safe while you're gone.
Sure. You do that.
Okay, we're suddenly very attached. All right, the dump. The junkyard, Olivia affectionately nicknamed Finders Keepers. The trash was once disposed of outside the city limits, but this practice had to stop when it became too dangerous to leave the city. Mountains of unwanted goods have accumulated here in the years since, to the dismay of the council and the delight of the local children. All right, pop it. Craggrass. It thrives in arid land of Praenust. While its appearance remains unchanged by the influence of the break, the plumes within, which it stores as nutrients, now also possess the mysterious ability to improve equipment when used as a crafting ingredient. Wow, that's one hell of a thing. This style of cloak is typically sported by Sepal's more well-to-do citizens. The keen of eye will notice the finely embroidered details which shine through in spite of the garment's somewhat shabby state. And in Athia, where making such fine clothing anew has become all but an impossibility, vintage items such as this are now a coveted luxury. Olivia, an orphan who Frey met in the shady tree when the youngster tried to steal her phone. While she may not have made off with her intended prize, Olivia did walk away with a newfound fascination with the savvy newcomer. She wound up following Frey all over town, eventually introducing her to Finders Keepers, her nickname for the dump where she finds a game of salvaging odds and ends. Olivia doesn't know much about the outside world, but she firmly believes that the Tantas will one day return to save Athia. Okay.
Are we there yet?
Not long now.
Hello.
Tanta's blessings be upon you. You.
Ah.
You are the escapee. Please, I beg of you, do not harm the children.
Okay, I'll try not to. Although I really want to harm the children. That's all I want to do is harm children, yeah. Alright, I guess there's nothing else.
No offense, but it would be nice to be able to talk with someone other than you from time to time.
Knock yourself out. Just don't come to me looking for tips on how to be effortlessly charming.
Now those I would love to hear.
Alright, let's get out of here. Whee! And not a rolled ankle at all. The locations marked on Auden's map have been added to the world map. Xenos Guild. Alright, I guess that's where we're going. Treasure chest, mulberry fount. Barren Plains Refuge. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Why don't your trust issues extend to the street urchin, I wonder?
Because I've been there, alright? Let's just leave it at that.
Okay, well, let's take that off of our map because clearly I can't get to it. So this is the first place that we want to go to.
No monsters here, huh?
Were you hoping for a little exercise?
You really don't know me.
You do parkour. You're not exactly adverse to exercise.
What the hell are these things? Are they people?
I believe this is what happens when humans are affected by the break.
Then I can't kill them.
Zombies.
What choice do you have? It's either them or you.
Once a human has been corrupted by the break, there's no reversing the effects. Should initial contact be limited to a single bodily extremity, a person can retain their humanity for a while. But the corruption inevitably spreads, eventually transforming the person tainted by its influence into a monster, if it doesn't outright kill them first. Okay.
So this is what Auden meant when she said people who come out here don't make it very far.
Explains why the people of Sepul prefer staying inside those walls of theirs.
That'll do it.
That kind of magic requires more range.
Kinda guessed that already.
Oh, I just healed.
That's it. Ready? What do you think I am? Superhuman? Huh. Huh.
Battle rankings. Your actions during battle will be rated and a ranking awarded at the end. The higher the ranking you receive, the more items you'll find after defeating the enemy and the more experience you'll earn. Attacking from behind and performing other actions that swing battle in your favor will improve your ranking. While taking damage or otherwise being put at a disadvantage will lower it. The more you perform the same action in a given battle, the less effective it will be in improving your ranking. At higher difficulty settings, harder rankings will be easier to achieve. Alright, now.
Is it close?
Not really, no. It's not much, but you never know.
Boingy, boingy, boingy.
Something's there. What shall we do?
Kill it.
Pretend we didn't notice. These rape zombies, they're everywhere. I'm sure they were nice people before, but come on. Heads up!
What have we here?
That's a good find.
Where do you think this leads?
Nowhere, I'd imagine, but there might be something in here.
Should we check it out?
A nugget. Am I hurt?
Polish me once in a while, you know.
What do you think you are? Designer jewelry?
Hold on. Am I...
I'm simply suggesting that you might take better care of your most vital lifeline and companion.
Okay, you don't not have a point, but shut the fuck up.
Mana pools. Somewhere out in the world are special places known as mana pools, where the power required to master magic wells up from beneath the ground. Just walk up to one when you find it, and you'll receive something to help develop your skills. They're always worth a visit. All right. Cool. Break zombie. The husk of a human corrupted by the break. The corruption has hardened its flesh, and it can now move freely, if fitfully, through the miasma that has swallowed the land. It may occasionally show flashes of its former self, but make no mistake, there's nothing left. Any such actions are no more than instinctual remnants. Hello, Nugget. Metallic remnant of some long since rusted human implement or another. The material itself shows no physical signs of the break's influence, but it's actually been imbued with powerful magic, making it a very useful crafting material. Mysterious energy that flows through Athea's very veins and lends its power to all living creatures. Despite its vital importance, only certain very special people can see it. Like me. Most go about their daily lives unaware that it flows all around them. It originates from a wellspring deep underground, and the places where it springs forth from beneath the surface shine with a sacred light, at least for those with eyes to see it. Alright, treasure chest right behind me. There's a spell over here. Founts of Blessing.
Whoa. Do you feel that?
Those are powerful magical energies indeed. Why not dive in and see what happens?
Okay. Well. Hold on a second. I'm trying to fix something real quick. All right. New spell learned. Leap. Kick off from a wall in order to climb higher. Aim at the wall and press L and circle in midair. All right. Well, that's kind of something I was doing already. Just obviously not effective like this is. So that's helpful. Cool. Jumped into a fountain and we're not wet at all. Just like running through the river.
That?
Did something happen?
I don't know. I feel more powerful, I think.
Well, more power is always a good thing.
All right, well, now that we have this ability, let's see if we can use it to climb up
I feel
this
like I can
wall.
breathe easier when Sepal comes into view.
Because fresh supplies are close at hand?
No, because there are actual human beings there. Yeah.
Okay, not so easy. So I gotta find... Alright, there's a treasure chest up there. I just can't access it from where I'm at. So I'm gonna take that off of the map. Alright, Mulberry Fount, we already did that. Barren Plains Refuge, and I think this will be the last thing that we go to before I have to take a break. And by taking a break, I mean I'm going to have to call it quits for the evening. Because I have to start getting ready for work.
This time, let's try to steer clear of cute animals.
Noted. And this time, let's try to be less petulant and annoying, alright?
I'm hard.
Pilgrim's Refuge. You'll find pilgrims' refuges dotted around the world. These are places of sanctuary where you can rest up in order to restore your health and craft items to help you on your adventure. Any you visited will be added to the map, so it's always worth stopping by when you find one.
They're petulant and annoying.
Agree to disagree.
Pilgrims. Devotees once traveled from all over Athia to give thanks and offer up prayers at the temples raised in the Tanta's honor. No one knows quite when they were built, but it is certain that pilgrims were making these journeys of worship for centuries before coming of the break. Alright, we just read about that.
About time for a rest, do you think?
Sure, lead the way.
Fast travel points. Very cool. All right.
Beyond the door, she was greeted by the most miraculous sight.
Somewhere to lie the fuck down.
Yeah. The end of the world. The break wiped out 99% of Athia's population within a year of first appearing, either directly or indirectly. Those who were not turned into mindless beasts by it were slain by those who had been, or worse, by the Tantas they once trusted to rule over them. The scarce few lucky enough to find their way to Sepal were the only ones to survive. So the Tantas turned evil and they're killing people? Tale of the Tantas, their great work. The Tantas worked long and hard to make Athia a place where all the realms could be peaceful and all the people could live happily. But their work was so very hard and so very important that they were unable to have families of their own, as we humans are lucky enough to be able to do. Which just goes to show how much they love us and how seriously they take their work. But it just said that they killed people. So...
Alright, let's do this.
Okay, so we needed a nugget to increase the medicine pouch capacity, which I think is important. We haven't found a feather yet, but let's do this. Alright, so now we can carry 8. Which is 1 more than we were able to do before, which is fine. Alright, nothing in there. Alright, guys, we are going to rest. Restore our health. I don't know how much damage we actually took. I don't think much.
Could have let me sleep a little longer.
You told me to wake you up.
Alright. And that's where we're going to call it a day. So not a whole lot of action in this episode, but again, we're very early in the game, so all the tutorial stuff is still going to be taking place for a while, I would imagine. There's still a lot of stuff that we need to learn about the world, about the gameplay, and all its mechanics and whatnot, so we get a ways to go. So, but that's going to be it for now. Like I said, I got to start getting ready for work. The Devil's game's coming on in a couple of minutes, so be doing those two things at once. I still haven't eaten, so I got a busy hour ahead of me. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying the game so far. Hope everybody out there is staying safe and healthy, and you're remaining smart instead of scared of these crazy times that we're living in. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification button, do all that YouTube stuff. And until the next time, as always, peace.